Straight.
Hey everybody, Tommy John here. I've got one of the best pitchers in New York Yankee history. Not only was he a good pitcher, he was a good looking dude. The Gator, Ron Guidry. Gator, good to see you.
Same here, TJ.
If you take a look at the career of Ron Guidry, it's almost comical that he is not enshrined in Cooperstown. In his 14 seasons, all with the Bombers, Louisiana Lightning won 170 games and lost just 91. He won back-to-back ERA titles in 1978 and 1979 and won 20 games 3 times, something Nolan Ryan only did twice. He was also an expert at fielding his position, winning 5 Gold Gloves in his 14 seasons. In 1978, Guidry had the greatest pitching season in the history of baseball. He went 25-3 with a ridiculous 1.74 ERA in the AL East to earn him the AL Cy Young and a second-place finish in the MVP voting. That same season, he set the Yanks' single-game strikeout record with 18, a record that still stands to this day. If you have ever been to a big league game and were curious as to why fans stand up and cheer with 2 strikes, it was Gator's 1978 performance that started the tradition. Guidry followed up his historic 78 season with another gem in 79, going 18-8 with a 2.78. He demonstrated greatness deep into his career as well, going 22-6 with a 3.27 in 1985. And just to top it off, the Southpaw has the 28th best winning percentage in the history of baseball at .651. And out of the players ahead of him, 12 are or will be in the Hall of Fame. The rest pitched prior to the live ball era. A 2-time champ, 4-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove winner, 2-time ERA champion, and 1978 Cy Young and MLB Player of the Year, Ron Guidry is one of the biggest Hall of Fame snubs in baseball history.
3 games you lost in 1978. Each one of them was to a left-handed pitcher whose name was Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Caldwell, Mike Flanagan, and Mike Willis. Do you happen to hate all Mikes now?
No, TJ. I can't hate him. I got a son-in-law named Mike. So I can't go that far. I can't go that far.
But I tell you what, your record is what, 25-3?
That year, yeah.
God, how'd you lose 3 games?
You know, TJ, when you lose games, when you get your butt beat, like we always used to say, just a good old country ass kicking. Okay, right. You don't mind those. But out of those 3 losses, I lost one of the games to Baltimore 2-1. That's when DeSensis hit that long home run off it. And that's one of the games that still haunt me in the evening. You shouldn't have lost that one. Okay, yeah. But I did. I guess because Flanagan was pitching and his name was Mike, that was deja vu. So I just accepted. But years like that, they don't come very often. And of course, that's the best year that I ever had. But things just went my way. If I pitched a great game, didn't give up any runs, we might have scored 1 or 2 runs. That was enough. If I gave up 4 or 5 runs, we scored 6 or 7, and you still win. And you know how that is. You pitch good games, you got to win. You pitch bad games, sometimes you win those too.
That's when you're having a good year.
Yes, that's when things are going your way. If you need a good call on the bases or a strike 3 or something that might be kind of questionable, you get it.
Right. And I wonder sometimes if umpires know what kind of a year you're having, and you throw something that is like the slider off the outside corner of the plate.
Right.
And that guy, he's having a hell of a year. Yeah, strike.
Yeah.
And I know that's I'm not saying that they cheat, but they don't.
No, I know what you're saying.
They widen the plane played out for certain guys.
Well, I agree with you, but you were a great pitcher too, TJ. If you keep the ball in and around the strike zone all the time and they get to know you, they know what you're going to do in that game. And you know that they don't want to be out there for 3 or 4 hours either. Okay, so if you show them that you have good control, yeah, your plate might widen a little bit, but I mean, you got a bat that's 35 inches long. You can hit those balls that are an inch outside of the plate. You know how it is. So, yeah, but they get involved in the game. And if you're having a year like I had, sure, I might have got some pitches. But then again, there are some times where you threw a really nasty pitch that you thought was a strike that they might have missed. So you come back with the same thing. And if they missed it the first time, they give it to you the second time.
They'll give it to you the second time. Yes.
Yeah, but you got to put it in the same spot. Now, we're not perfect. Sometimes we can't do that.
Straight